Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about 10 things that you might not know about me. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. So we're going to jump into it. So my very first thing, number one, is I'm dyslexic. So that is a learning difference. Some people, I guess, would call it a learning disability. But Albert Einstein, Whoopi Goldberg, a lot of really famous and successful people are dyslexic and have been dyslexic throughout history. It's very common. Everyone's dyslexia is kind of different. Like some people can tell like left from right. Some people, can read backwards and all this other stuff. For me, I was always really bad at reading and I was always really bad at spelling. So I actually went to a specialized middle school and high school that specializes in dyslexia. So my reading is great, but my spelling sucks and it always will. But that's just something I have to live with. So yeah, being dyslexic, that's number one. Number two is I can't swim. So I've always been under the assumption that I could kind of swim, but I really can't. That's been more of a doggy paddle kind of I'm trying to survive thing. So I recently booked a trip to Hawaii, to Maui, with Amber, me, Cookie, and my boyfriend. Amber and her boyfriend have a place there, so we're gonna go there. So I decided, I really want to go snorkeling and I really want to go I want to do everything that I possibly can do in life. And I feel like it's always kind of held me back not being able to really swim. And it's just so funny because I was talking to my mom, and we always had swimming pools when I was little and everything. And I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, oh, so I'm going to take swimming lessons. And my mom was like, you can't swim? What are you talking about? Yeah, of course you can swim. And I'm like, no, I'm really not a good swimmer. Every cruise I've been on, every time I'm in the water, I always feel anxiety about oh my God, what if I die? So I'm really happy that I'm going to be taking swimming lessons. So I'll be able to snorkel and I want to scuba dive and I just want to do everything I can do in Hawaii. So yeah, so that's number two. Number three, I have a tattoo I'm getting removed. So I have a tattoo on my bottom. It is lips. And I got the tattoo when I was 19 on Valentine's Day, which is my favorite holiday. And I went with my roommate when I was in college, and I really just wanted to get a tattoo before I turned 20, and my birthday's in March. And for some reason I was like, I just want to get a tattoo before I turn 20. I'm not going to have it forever. I will eventually have it removed. So let's do it. So I got lips. It's like a lip on my butt. And I also always used to flash people my bottom. I always used to moon people. So it was a big thing. I always did. So I don't know, it was just kind of funny, I guess, that I got that tattoo. And it's not that I hate it or, just something, I never thought I would have it forever. So, I got a Groupon, I think it was for I don't know, so many sessions or whatnot. And then I bought another one. So altogether, I'm going to have 14 removal sessions. And it's been getting lighter, but I don't know, maybe I'll do another video about that if you guys want me to. If you want me to, right underneath, let me know that you want me to do that. But yeah, okay, so on to the next. I'm Irish and Italian. So I don't know why I even put that on. It's not that exciting of a thing. But yeah, my dad is 100% Irish and my mom's 100% Italian. So it's weird because I feel like I have really Irish coloring, but then I have super Italian features. I have a thin nose. I don't know. But yeah, Irish and Italian. And I'm from Boston, where everyone's either Irish Italian or Irish and Italian or Irish and Portuguese. Okay, so number five is, and this is 100% real, and I'm joking, I have always wanted to have a penis and a beard. It's not that I want to be a man, it's not that I want to be transsexual. And I love being a woman, but I've always wanted a penis. I don't know. I mean, maybe if I had a penis, I really wouldn't want it. Maybe I would have it for a day and then not want it anymore. I don't know. But I just have always wanted a penis for some very weird reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have all brothers and I never felt like I was a part of the gang. I don't know. I've also really want a beard, a big platinum beard, and I want a tail. That's actually all something I really want. Is a big blonde platinum tail, and then it would tap people on the shoulders and cause mischief. Oh, so when I was 15, I got my belly button pierced with a fake ID, which I know is so like, ooh, who cares? Not a big deal. But I wanted my belly button. Well, first of all, my parents were like super strict and religious. Like, I wasn't allowed to have piercings. I wasn't allowed to do anything. And I always wanted to get my belly button pierced. Like, I think it was like the whole like Britney Spears, thing. Like, I was like, I want to get my belly button pierced so bad. I tried everything. Like, I had a friend try to do it at his house. I went to so many different tattoo places and like piercing places. Like, nobody would do it. So I got my boyfriend, like my little boyfriend at the time, I was like 15. He stole this girl's ID. And she was actually a really big bitch, so I do not like even care. She was like, oh my god, she was so horrible. But she was like 6 feet tall and like orange. Like, she was like one of those girls like spray tan. So her skin's orange. She's like, she's like a gigantic Oompa Loompa. She's like 6 feet tall. And I used her ID, and it was just so funny because I'm from Boston, and her ID was from like Connecticut. So I'm using this like Connecticut ID. I'm wearing these high heels that were so tall because I'm 5'4", and I want to make myself seem taller. So I'm wearing these huge high heels, and I have so much bronzer on. I look like a cartoon character. And I went in and I got it done, and I was just, I don't know what it was. Like, I still to this day have never had a feeling like that. I was so happy when I got my belly button pierced because it was just such like a life-changing thing for me. It was something I wanted for years. Like, I literally had wanted it for years. I had tried so hard to get it. I had nonstop, like, it was going against my parents, which was like a really big deal for me because I was like such a good kid. And it was like really showing my independence. So it's weird. Like, I know it's such like a strange thing to be like have such a connected memory to, but I just remember after I got it, showing my best friend Kari, and just I remember like showing her, and I was just so proud. Like, it was like, the proudest moment of my life, like buying your first car or something. I don't know. So that's number 5. No, that was number 6. Oh, number 7 is I went to boarding school. So, as I said earlier, I'm dyslexic, and I went to specialty like middle school, and then the high school program, I actually lived in the town next to it, which was like very coincidental. But I could have, been a day student, but I really wanted to live there. It was just, it's something about like when everyone lives together and you don't live there, you feel like disconnected. And I was always kind of like a loner. Like, I was always kind of not like everyone else. I didn't really fit into a certain demographic. So for me, it was more like having the ability to make friends and be with my classmates. And it's kind of weird when everyone lives there and you don't live there, because it's like all these inside jokes, kind of like people are like, oh yeah, saw you last night there and did this, and it's kind of like, oh. So when I moved into school, I was a freshman. It was halfway through my freshman year, and I loved it. And I was so happy that I got the opportunity to go to boarding school, because I feel like it really made me the independent and strong woman that I am today. Number 8. I was punched out by a man. So I was in this town called Gloucester, which is the town, like a few towns where like my parents live. It's like in this little like cove of towns. And I was at a party, and it was just this big brawl. I'll do another video if you guys want to, hear about that. You can give me a thing. But it was just this big brawl, and all this crazy stuff happened. And this guy like hit my friend in the head with a beer bottle, and I like screamed something at him, and he like turned around and punched me. And it was like a summer party, so I had like sunglasses on my head. My sunglasses like fell off like perfectly on the ground. My high heels were like, it was like he like punched me out of my high heels. And then his girlfriend grabbed me and tried to stop us from fighting. So she was holding me, and then all of a sudden she started punching me in the face. So I'm like holding this girl by her hair, and I'm punching her in the face, and she's punching me in the face. And then all these girls like jumped on us, and it was so unprovoked. Like, we hadn't done anything. We were just like at this party. And then like the police came, and of course they all said like we started it. Nobody got arrested, but it's just like a really trashy town, this place called Gloucester. It's like, it's the fisherman town, and they have like the pregnancy pack and all that stuff. It's just like a super trashy inbred town, and they hate you if you're not overweight, pregnant, and have brown hair. They're just like, oh, it's a horrible place. So yeah, I was punched out by a grown man. I think I was like 22 or 23 or something. Oh, number 9. I don't have a sister, and I've always wanted a sister. And it's not like, oh, you know, I would like a sister or all that stuff. I always have felt, and I don't know, you know, if it's like a cosmic thing or whatnot. I don't know if like in a past life I had a big connection to like sisters, but I have always felt this unbelievable aching for a sister and a hole in myself because I don't have a sister. And I know it sounds like so stupid, so many people are like, oh, you know, da, da, da. I don't know. I always just felt like I was supposed to have a sister. I always wanted a big sister to teach me things, and I always wanted a little sister to watch over and protect and teach her things. I always wanted a sister, and I prayed every night that my parents would, you know, get pregnant and have a baby, and I wouldn't be the youngest anymore, and I would, you know, have somebody else, because I have all brothers. So I was like a really lonely child, and I feel like if I had had a sister, my life would be so different. And I always get like really mad when people take their sisters for granted, or they're like, you know, talk bad about their sisters or stuff like that, because that's something I will never have. Until the day I die, I will never have a sister. I will never have, you know, my sister to be my bridesmaid or my maid of honor. I will never have a sister to, you know, when my parents are, you know, hopefully not for many, many years, 30, 40 years, when my parents, you know, die, like to have a sister with me. I'll never have a close relationship with a woman the way I would have had with a sister. So I kind of have always been angry at my parents that they didn't have another girl for me to be friends with, and I always felt that my parents didn't really understand how important it was for me to have like girlfriends and stuff. And my parents are like very like untraditional. Like my mom especially, like my mom is not like a girly girl. My mom doesn't do her makeup. She doesn't wear, you know, jewelry. My mother doesn't wear bras. My mom is like super minimalistic. So for me, I always wanted to like do girly things, and my mom just like, that wasn't her thing. So I think maybe that was another reason I always wanted a sister. I don't know. And I always was so jealous like all the time when I would go over my friends' houses and they had sisters, and they had sisters to hang out with and play with. I don't know. Point being, when I have daughters, like I will definitely have many daughters. Oh, so this is number 10 of things that you might not know about me. So, I never liked baby dolls. Like, I never had the sensation of being a mom, or I never wanted to play house. I never wanted to play school. I never wanted to hold a baby doll. Like, if people would get me baby dolls, I would, like, throw them on the floor, and I wouldn't even touch them. I just thought they were so stupid. Like, I was like, I'm a baby, but I don't want to play with babies. Like, I never, ever liked baby dolls. But I always loved stuffed animals, which is so telling, I feel like, of the person I am, because I definitely want to have kids, like, later on, like, maybe when I'm, like, 35 or 40 or something, but I have no desire to have children now. Absolutely zero desire. But I don't believe in abortion, so if I ever got pregnant, I would, like, have to have a baby, which I'm not so sure I would really want, but I would do because I had to. Just something about, I don't know, taking care of another life was never, like, really appealing for me in, like, the kid department, even as a child. But I always loved stuffed animals. Like, I would cry and go crazy because I wanted stuffed animals. Even as an adult, like, I buy stuffed animals all the time, and I love animals. So, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, maybe I was meant to have, like, puppies. If I get pregnant with puppies, I would be pregnant all the time. Just want to say that. Okay, well, stay gorgeous, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and please subscribe, because I really need more, like, subscribers, and then please share. Oh, and like my videos, because when you like them, other people get to see them, and they go out there more, and it helps me, and all that stuff. So I love you guys, and I will see you later.